It's a chilly Wisconsin night outside, but we've got perfect conditions for baseball under the roof here at American Family Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Brewers baseball next on the show. Brandon Woodruff is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So now here is Kirby Puckett. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 34. Kirby
First delivery to him.
Puckett.
Popped him up. Escobar has room in foul territory, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
In is Torrey Hunter. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Fouled away. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Up next for Minnesota, Rod Carew. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set, and the pitch. Carew stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. The 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Braun is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 3.
Next, it'll be Harmon Killebrew. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Here's the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Hunter leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's inside. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 2-0 home. And there goes Hunter. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time, and Hunter's got himself a stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Bert Blyleven gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
First pitch on its way. Robin Yount is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. High chopper over to first. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third,
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7-hole. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and next to hit is the catcher, Mitch Garver.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And that is through into left, and an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there, made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Garver gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Still 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Lifetime in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 0-1 on its way. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Two and 2 the count. Fielder might try to make a play on it. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Here's the 0-1.
Count 1-1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Inside.
2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Slow little grounder left side. And the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Ryan Braun.
The left fielder, Ryan Braun.
First pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And there's one down now.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
At the plate now, Omar Narvaez. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. On the line, that's a base hit.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Narvaez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Buxton is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Lorenzo
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. First pitch of the AB now. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
1-1. Here it is. Swing and a liner. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Here's the Hall of Famer Bert Blyleven, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Here it comes. 3rd inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Bert Blyleven goes down for the 1st out here in inning number 3. So it's back to the top of the order now, and in next is Kirby Puckett. Here's the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. After it is Cain. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 48, Torrey Hunter.
And now in the box, Torrey Hunter worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now the pitch.
Hey, usually the 2nd time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Behind 0-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Brendan Woodruff.
The pitcher, Brendan Woodruff.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now here it comes. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. skied in the air to straightaway left. Buxton is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Robin. Go.
Now at the plate, Robin Yount, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Hunter. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Next to hit, Colton Wong grounded out in his last at-bat. Blyleven into his motion. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The windup and the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
The ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Ready on 1 and 2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Garver corrals it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Rod Carew.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box, Harmon Killebrew. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a throw over to first, back in standing. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's ball 3.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now to the plate, Mitch Garver. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield, he's going to wave him.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. 2 men on, 2 out. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Now the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Here's the 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Twin strand a pair. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Prince Fielder. The pitch.
Nope, ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Simmons dives. What a stop. Hey now.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
In now, Ryan Braun. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He collected a base hit his first time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he fouls this one off. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Two balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons.
Well, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
The pitch for
So next to hit is Bert Blyleven, struck out in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
And rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Kirby Puckett digging in now. This pitch is popped up. Fielder is there, and he makes the play to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the fifth coming up, and we still have no score. Back here in Milwaukee as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. So here is Avisail Garcia.
Leading off for the Brewers, the right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Gets him out in front on a good changeup. And right into the shift. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 out, nobody on.
1-1.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
In now is Lorenzo Cain as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Escobar stands at first with 1 out. Two and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Now into the box, Torrey Hunter. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. First offering on its way. A ball and a strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Anytime you're battling and the score is even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
Now to the plate, here is Rod Carew, singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-1 home.
Hold two. Count 2-1. Count 3-1.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Drilled to first. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Hit in the air out toward left. Braun finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We're back at American Family Field right after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. First offering. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch.
That's a ball. 2-2 count.
Is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Robin Yount. No hits to this point. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Woodruff on at first, nobody out. Down the first baseline. There is Killebrew. Simmons to Killebrew, and that completes the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Colton Wong will stand in. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Blyleven's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He loses him on ball 4. Looks like the pitching coach might want to have a chat here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I agree with it either. Most pitchers, like when they're in a groove, they just want to get back on the bump and compete. Sometimes visits like these are just like a formality.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in next is Prince Fielder. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, that's down.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Wong is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Finally, someone's able to scratch a run across. The pitching has been so dominant in this one. Let's see if this opens the floodgates a little bit.
Stepping in now, Ryan Braun, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 1-0. In there, 1-1. Here's a pop-up now, and no one will get this one. 2 out here and a runner at second. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. And now, Mitch Garver. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
1-2 to the Twins catcher. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Hard hit to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Next up is Jorge Polanco. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Misses, ball 2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Garcia is over and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the AB now.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across. You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Buxton on third with 2 out. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Narvaez.
The catcher, Omar Narvaez.
First delivery to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now the 2-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And that's out number 1.
Now back, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Next to stand in is Avisail Garcia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping up is Eduardo Escobar. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Blyleven pauses. Here's the delivery. Swing and a line drive. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And this will get all the way to the wall now. Escobar rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Boy, I'd tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
Number 27, Willie Adames.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Puckett gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Brad Boxberger has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 45, Brad Boxberger.
Josh Donaldson is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. First offering on its way. Now a big swing here by Donaldson, but he got out in front a bit too much, and that's a foul ball. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes another 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Kirby Puckett, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
1 strike.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
when you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 48,
Next to hit is Torrey Hunter. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. First delivery to him.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Puckett, base runner at first with 1 out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. So the next to bat will be Rod Carew. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Two out with the man at first. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. And another throw over. 1-0 pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. Garcia gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail things here 2-0. Devin Smeltzer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
number 32, Devin Smeltzer.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Robin Yount, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Here's Colton Wong now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
That brings up Prince Fielder. As he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Ryan Braun. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with two away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So next to bat will be Omar Narvaez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on the way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Now the 0-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Grounded softly to the right. He's got it. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. The Brewers strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Josh Hader comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 71, Josh Hader.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Harmon Killebrew. He flew out in his last AB.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Chopper right side of the infield. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 8,
So here is Mitch Garver. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Ball 1.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. One out, nobody on. 2-0. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. The pitch. 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Fouled away. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Swing and a hot shot toward third. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Now at the plate is Byron Buxton, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Polanco stands at second with 2 gone. Popped him up. Yount shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Milwaukee rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Brandon Woodruff earns his first win of the season. Bert Blyleven is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Josh Hader records the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Twins, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.